get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Touchdown, Penn State. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT is good as still trail though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner choosing to field this one. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Quick completion to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. The pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They're going to run it here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick dart to the right. Catch made down inside the 25. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Fighting him off. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash in here in the red zone. Looks right for a quick completion. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. When you break down the matchup for two excellent teams, this is exactly what we would have expected.
Well, in fact, all week, you and I have been talking about this game and what we thought might happen and how it might play out. This is what we thought. We thought we'd see a close game, 2 evenly matched opponents, but now we've got one team that has a chance to get a last-second score at the very end to win it.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll hand it off. They'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. It's a shotgun run call. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the play plan.
Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. Could be 55 yards. Out of the gun now on third down. Snags the quick throw. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
I know they have big hopes for this drive and where it can ultimately end, but by not picking up that first down, we got a fourth down. They've got to get the first down before they worry about scoring.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. This could be the game here. Oh, they've got him! A fourth down sack and a turnover on downs.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
On the move now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
The Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. No press here. The defense backing away. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Makes it second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So here we go. This will be a 51-yard field goal attempt to win the game. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. So here we go. This will be a 51-yard field goal attempt to win the game. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied. Throw now on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. They'll give it to the back. As the first down is still going. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And the PAT is good. So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. And on the carry, he's heading left. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass caught. Can he get in? Aiming for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for 2 here in second overtime. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime.
Penn State 34, Kentucky 28.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they go with the dagger concept here on this play, but unfortunately the quarterback could not get it to his intended target running on that vertical route.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky. The answer here in OT.
Well, they did the tough part here by coming up with this touchdown. The game is tied. Now, of course, the rule in that second overtime, you got to go for 2. Let's see what their favorite 2-point play is. Let's see if they can win it.
Now the defense will spend a timeout. No room for mental errors on that side here in overtime. So it all comes down to this. If they make their 2-point try, it's game over. Chance to win it right now. Quarterback drops back. No, he didn't get in. The defense makes a stand. They stop him, and now we're headed to triple overtime. Okay, so now we've got dueling 2-point conversions from here on out to decide this game. Enormous pressure on every snap. No, they've stopped him. Great job by this defense, and the 2-point try fails. They get the huge stop, and now they go for a 2-point try to win the game right here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. No, he does not get in. It's a game-saving stop by this defense, and we'll play on. So here we go again, a 2-point play to set the tone as we continue deep in overtime. He escapes the pocket, and he's in. They get the 2-point conversion to jump on top here deep in overtime. So now this offense must answer from 3 yards out to keep this game alive. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. No, he stops short, and it's game over. This defense rises up and wins it right there. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.